Good day to you and welcome to a truly unique derby. It is ferocious, it is the one that counts, it is aristocrats against the working class. The atmosphere is edgy, it is the only topic of conversation. It is Galatasaray against Fenerbahce, and it matters like almost nothing else. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is without question, based at least on history, the game in Turkish football. The honours, the titles that these two clubs have won set them apart.
It's a game that's always had a reputation for being one of the most heated of rivalries, and I really don't think there's any denying that. I don't think I've seen anything quite like this. The fans certainly know how to make this atmosphere hostile and intimidating. All I hope is that this will be a game remembered for all the right reasons.
And that gets things running. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I would have to say Victor Osimhen, Peter. Africa has always produced some outstanding striking talents, and this is the man I see as the latest in that line. He's fast, he's powerful, he's very athletic.
Osimhen! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Brown to Aktukolu. Now it's Asensio. Murici. He's a sharp little ball here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Conte. The referee's awarded a free kick. Brown. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Sané. Well read, nice interception. Asensio. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Nice interception, well timed. Yilmaz. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Referee's given a throw. Skriniar. And it's Guendouzi. Fenerbahce are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Fenerbahce clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's picked his way through. Now it's Yilmaz. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, great leap! He doesn't look too happy with that. Conte. Now it's Morishi. Now it's Greenwood. Oh, that's fabulous. Greenwood. Nice control. Threads one in. Great ball, and he's in here. Played out wide. No way through. Osimhen absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Where it came from, just eases him off the ball. Sada. Now it's Sané. Brown. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, easy pickings there. And he passes it long. Not the most accurate pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Morishi. Greenwood. He has found the way through. Oh, shoots! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And the through ball. Thinks about the shot. Goes for a shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Now it's Morishi.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball, and that's a good-looking ball. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Tries to play it through. Looking to play him in. That looks a good ball through. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Asensio. Now Brown. Now that looks a decent ball. Good ball, good take. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Galatasaray are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 3.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So very little to report. nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Asensio! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And the shot! It's in! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Fenerbahce penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Incoming delivery. He's cut it out. So what can they make of this? And he's picked out the run. Caught offside that time. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Aktakolu. Now it's Morishi. Looking for the run. Talisca receives it in a wide position. Shot at goal! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper.
Great chance! And the keeper's glad to see the back of that.
Greenwood really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
Fenerbahce with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Sara deals with that comfortably. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. He's going to be disappointed with that. Torreira. Asensio. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Aims beyond the defence. Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
After 64 minutes.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. Might be... There's the shot! It's a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's going wide left. Ake spots it and intercepts. Fenerbahce still have the cards to affect this game. He is through here. Takes a chance! And it's in! is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 32, Berat Muriki. Number
Gundogan
9,
knocks it into space. Yilmaz has it in a wide position. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Number 20,
Fred,
Number 22.
nicely aimed pass.
number 7,
This is the time you need that pace.
Merchan wants to run onto this. Now it's Green. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And the shot! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
After 18 minutes,
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Talisca.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That has ended up in no man's land. Greenwood receives it in a good position here. Now, can they get it back? Can he get on the end of this? Sané. Oh, they can break here. The pass has gone astray. Now it's Greenwood. Now it's Fred. Impressive jump. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? In once more. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's a good foot in there. He's got away. Over to the right flank. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Sané showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Can he latch on to it? Oh, he's been caught on it here! Fred.
6 added minutes
Guendouzi.
have been indicated.
Conte.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Gundogan. Osimhen might just make this. Some resolute defending there. And it's Guendouzi. Conte. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's picked it up out wide. Shot, surely! That has been knocked clear. And we're done. Fenerbahce looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Greenwood, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone
please turn
pumped.
to the screen for
Takes
a
me
special
back.
presentation of our tireless work
Well,
for
thanks
good
to
cause.
Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.